Low carb and all the flavor. Think you can't have Olive Garden's cannelloni on keto? Think again. This delicious, cheesy, creamy cannelloni will fool your entire family. Welcome to our kitchen and Keto with Kenny. So today, that's what we're making. We're going back. Olive Garden used to have a cannelloni, which was multiple meats inside a tube shell with marinara and a creamy Parmesan sauce on top. It was so delicious. Don't know why they didn't keep it. They've gotten rid of it. But we're gonna make that today because I've been craving that. So here's our ingredients. There are quite a few of little bits and pieces on our ingredients, but I'll show you how they all come together. So we're gonna go ahead and get our oven started first. We're gonna do this in 3 parts. So we're gonna make our own noodles. We're gonna use our lasagna noodles. So if you've not watched our lasagna video, it's got the noodles that we're going to use. We're going to make our own Parmesan cream sauce. We're gonna use a canned marinara, a little low carb marinara that we're gonna use for that. And then we are going to use 3 different types of meat. We are going to cook the meat, we're going to bake our noodles, and we are going to create our cream sauce. So it's gonna be a triple work today. So let's get going. We're gonna get our oven started and hit that going. All right, so we've got our oven going. We're gonna see if we can take care of this in, like I said, 3 parts. So we're going to take beef, you can use veal, I'm just gonna use beef, ground chicken, and mild Italian sausage. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our beef, get this into our pan, get these going. We're gonna try to make them a really small crumble. We don't want a big giant crumble because we want them to fit nicely in our tubes that we're going to, or actually our noodles that we're going to roll into tubes and place them into hopefully a couple different pans. We'll see how that goes. First, you gotta get this out of the tube itself, the steak, the ground beef. Not a good sign so far on how things are gonna go, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna fix this up and get going. Bear with me. All right, so now we've got our third meat going in. We've got our beef, our ground chicken, and our Italian sausage. It's not sweet Italian sausage, but it's definitely not spicy. Gonna send you to the fire station. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that on the skid, on the heat, start getting it broken up into small little pieces. Gonna give our hands a wash. And we're gonna start on our sauce. So I've taken and I've pre-measured all of my ingredients for my sauce except for 2 of the items. So we are going to need 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of butter, I went ahead and did a 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning because we're gonna really make it work. You can go 1/4 if you'd like. And then 2 teaspoons of minced garlic and an ounce of cream cheese. We're gonna put this all in together. Let's see what I've got. There it is. I knew I had it there. Just gonna into our pot. Now we're gonna take 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Pour that in there as well. Now you've got an option. With the Olive Garden version, they used a bit of ground nutmeg. I'm not the biggest fan of nutmeg in my cannelloni, so I am going to use just a sprinkle. My recipe calls for a 1/4 teaspoon. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit in so it just has that essence. But here's what we've got. We're gonna go ahead and get it on the stovetop, see if we can get that going. Just nice, thick, is what we're trying to do, just to get it to basically boil down into a great sauce that's gonna be thick to wonderful to pour over. So we'll get that going as well. And we're gonna get on to our meats. All right, our meat's going, our sauce is going, they're both under some heat. So what we're gonna do next is make sure that we've got our noodles ready to go. So I've taken 8 ounces of cream cheese, a 1/2 cup of Parmesan, and 2 cups of shredded mozzarella. We're gonna put this in the microwave for 30 seconds a piece until we can get it all mixed up together. And then we're gonna add 3 eggs into that. We're gonna let it cool a little bit after it comes out of the microwave because we don't want it to cook into our eggs. And then we're gonna spread it on our pre-papered sheet pans. Get that in the oven. That's what's gonna be our noodles. So let's get going on it. So far, so good on our 3. We're doing triple work. And there's our first microwave session. It's not gonna be done, I can almost guarantee you. Even though I've set it out at room temperature, not ready. We're gonna go ahead and go one more. Now that our meats are starting to go, we're gonna add a little bit more garlic. So we like that garlic flavor. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of garlic into our meat as it cooks. We're going to sprinkle a little bit more Italian seasoning. And you could, if you wanted to, you could definitely take and do some more aromatics with diced carrots, celery, and onions, the mirepoix, making them really, really fine and thin into that. We're not gonna do that. We're going for meat, we're going for protein. We don't wanna add any other carbs in that based, even though it would be slightly over, we're going for the heavy protein. All right, our cheeses are melted, so we're just gonna go ahead and mix that all up together. Now, while this cools, I have learned the hard way, or making it easy, it's so much easier to whisk your eggs together in a bowl separately and then pour them in there instead of trying to whisk it all up together, because it just helps without making a mess. Let's see if we can get our eggs cracked in there. This egg noodle also works for fettuccine, whereas at the end, you just roll it all up and then cut slices, and you can use it for fettuccine Alfredo as well. We're working on that one. We're gonna do some chicken fettuccine Alfredo coming soon. Eggs all ready to go. We're just gonna pour that right in. And we're just gonna mix till we get it all incorporated nicely. There we are, all mixed up together, sticky gooey. We're gonna check on our meat. There we are. You can hear that sizzle. Turn down our sauce, because it's definitely, that means our oven is ready. And our sauce is looking really good. We're gonna keep it on a low heat and just let it boil down. So far, so good, multitasking. Break all this up. See, we're getting moving together. We're getting just the small pieces. So we're trying to make it really small crumbles. We'll keep working on that. So we're gonna go ahead and take our sheet pan. We've got 2. One is a little bit smaller. We're gonna go ahead and pour 3/4 of it here, and then the rest here. And we're just gonna take a spatula. I'll set this off to the side, we'll do that. That'll make it easier. We're just gonna take a spatula, and we're just going to work it all the way out to the edges. Nice and even. This is what we're going to use to roll our meat filling into. These are going to be our shells. We want to try to make it as uniform as possible. There we are. So we're gonna get that in the oven. It's gonna cook probably about 10 to 15 minutes. You're gonna keep an eye on it. It's gonna bubble up a little bit, but as soon as we pull it back out, it's going to lay back down. So let's get it in the oven. We'll finish cooking up our sauce and our meat, and as soon as it's ready, we'll pull it out and we'll put it together. We're prepped and ready to bring our egg noodle out of the oven. Our meats are cooked, our sauce is ready. We're gonna see if we can let it sit for just a little bit and then really put this together. So look at how golden brown and wonderful those noodles turned out. So we're gonna set that right there, let it cool a little bit. So we've got our meat. It is all ready and wonderfully nice set. We're not gonna use all of this. So there's 3 pounds of meat here. We are going to take half of this. we're going to use a egg yolk to help thicken, to bind, so that when we roll it, it doesn't just fall out of our roll. So we're going to take half of it and save it for later. Maybe that'll make some really good lasagna too. So we just got half of it. We're gonna put it back on the heat for a little bit. It's a nice low heat. Set our extra off to the side. We're gonna take and separate an egg, because all we need is the yolk. Let's see if we can do this. Not bad. There we are. So I can hear our meat is moving, so we've got it all separated. We're gonna save that for egg white omelet tomorrow. We're just going to just let it all get just a little warm. We're gonna turn the heat off, and we're just gonna pour our egg yolk in there. Make sure we get it all. Mix it for a little bit of a bind. It's not a lot, just enough to kind of hold together. And if you wanted to, which I think we're going to put a little bit of cream cheese in here just to help bind a little bit more as well. That egg yolk didn't seem to give it as much as I had. Maybe we'll cook just a little longer there. So we've still got it on the heat. We're gonna go ahead and just take about an ounce of cream cheese and just place that in to our, there we are. Just gonna add that in together, making it a little bit easier for us to hold together. There we are, starting to thicken up a bit. While we were cooking down our sauce, it didn't want to cook down as much as I had hoped it would. So I added an 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum into the hot, and I just whisked it to get us that little thickness of what we're looking for right there, because it's gonna be the one that bakes over the top. But yes, a little bit of xanthan gum. I didn't have it in. I'll make sure I add it to the recipe down below. Run back through our meat. There we go. Run that here. And I went ahead and opened up our tomato sauce. So we're just gonna use some regular low-carb tomato sauce. We're gonna use that to pour. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, we're gonna make non-traditional. I'm just gonna make them on together. So your egg noodle should roll a little bit. That one seems to be stuck to the pan right there. So I'm gonna pull off and see how it's just gonna roll. So we're just gonna fill it. We're gonna roll it, cut it, set it in, fill it, roll it, cut it, set it in. So making it nice and easy for us. Grab a knife. Actually, we only need a butter knife. So we're just gonna spread it across here. Nice, thick set. I'm gonna drop some right there. We don't want to waste that. So we're gonna set this off to the side. And we're just gonna roll. Still fairly warm. Scoot it a little bit into view a little easier. Move it to right there. Hopefully that works. And just gonna roll right there into its set. Just gonna take and cut it in half. Grab a spatula. Just gonna lift him out of there just like that. There he is. We're gonna set him right there. Grab his sibling. Had a little bit of fallout, but we're just gonna toss that right back into the next one. under there, just like that. Look at that. Just gonna roll him up just a little bit more on that side. Stuck to my edge. We're gonna give him a full-on roll and just use a whole piece of that right there. Slide him into the side. Toss a little bit of meat there, a little extra to came off. Here's what we have before our sauce. So we are going to take our tomato marinara. I'm just gonna coat it all over. Got our marinara. Now let's grab our Parmesan sauce. Just gonna grab another spoon. We're just going to spread over the top. It doesn't coat it completely. It's just got that layer, and it's going to melt down because we're going to put it back into the oven and warm this up completely. Here's what we look like before. We're going to put it in the oven for about 5-10 minutes just to really get it nice, good, and bubbly. We'll bring it back out for a taste. The time has come. We've got our cannelloni about to come out of the oven. We're gonna set it off the side, portion up one, take a bite, see how we did. It smells delicious. You can smell that Parmesan sauce, the tomato sauce, marinara, the meat. Oh, those noodles have held up really nicely. So before we move on, we're gonna take that little bit of ground nutmeg. Like I said, I don't like to cook it in the sauce. I like to just do a tad bit over the top. And what it does is that nutmeg just kind of helps cut that creamy, rich cheese, giving it a nice flavor. So there, I like I said, just a little bit on top. We're gonna go ahead and plate this up one. It's gonna be hot. The more you let it rest, the thicker and easier, or the more shapely and nice looking it's going to be. You could actually put this into the refrigerator, let it sit for a little bit, put it back under the broiler, warm it up, and then be able to put it on the plate much easier. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try with this little guy right here. See how well. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Oh, and I made a mess on the table. That's all right, I'm gonna clean that sauce up. We're gonna set this guy off to the side real quick. Clean there. Oh, wasteful. There we are. See how nice that we've got a tube, we've got our meat and our sauce inside, we've got our marinara, we've got our Parmesan cheese sauce. So let's go ahead and just take a big bite right here out of the center. I'll open that up and let you take a look and see what you think. There we are. And let's give it a try. See if I can do this without making a mess. I sure have missed you, cannelloni. This is delicious. It's got that wonderful 3 meats, seasoning, got that acidic taste from the tomato marinara sauce, the Parmesan cheese sauce there on top is creamy. That little bit of nutmeg just brings it right back into play of a really nice flavor. The mouthful is really nice. The egg noodle definitely holds up. You're not gonna be able to think, oh, that is not a noodle, only because you've made it. You know it's not an exact noodle. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you on our journey. And if you're looking for something, don't forget to hit the notification button so that you know what's coming up. As soon as we load something, you get notified. Here's to health and happiness.